How's it going, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. I know my videos have been a little scarce in the last month, but with good reason. I've been busy. Work has actually picked up for me a little bit. I've had a lot of vehicles come in that we have ordered months ago. So I was busy doing some deliveries. I was training for a marathon. I just had a whole bunch of stuff going on. So YouTube kind of got put to the back burner there for about a month. Now, the first thing I want to talk about to kind of get you updated on what's been going on is my Chevrolet Bolt. It's a 2019. It's the car that I daily drive. It's awesome. I enjoy the propulsion system of an electric car. It's fun to drive. I charge it here at work, so that's like super easy for me. And I just recently got my recall done, so now I have a brand new battery underneath this vehicle. So new that if you look at my trip odometer here, I only have 496.5 miles on the battery because I decided to clear it out the first day I drove the car once the battery was installed. This battery is a little larger than the last one as far as capacity, so I am getting more range out of the car. Back in 2019, the EPA estimated range of this car was about 238 miles. So far, since I've been driving this, I've been getting about 260 out of it. So I picked up maybe 20, maybe to 30 miles, depending on you know, the temperature outside and the way I drive the vehicle and that sort of thing. Actually, the first day I fully charged it, my mid-level or my median range here, which now shows 128 miles, was actually up to 270, and the max was up over 308. I didn't make any kind of a video showing the process of how the battery is replaced. There is a very good video out there that I watched that does show the process, so I'm going to put that down in the description and link it just in case you want to see what it's like. For purposes of this video, here's the crate that the battery actually shows up in. So you know, it comes in this big huge crate. They've been being dropped off by FedEx trucks. The battery looks just like this. This is actually the old battery pack that came out of my car. The new one looks identical to it. It basically unbolts from underneath and drops down. If you watch that other video, you'll kind of see the process of exactly how it's done. And as you see my car here up on the lift, this is where the battery goes. It just gets tucked up underneath the vehicle. And once they did that and they hooked up the coolant lines and the electrical lines and things like that, it was a relatively easy process from what the technician said. The most time-consuming process is just the process of getting the battery out of the crate and packing the new battery up for shipping and all that sort of stuff, because you got to be careful. Another thing I did with the Bolt was I installed this little magnetic phone mount here. Now this was actually given to me by Harold here at the office, and it's a great spot to just be able to magnetize and put your phone right here on the dash. Absolutely love it. It's awesome because a lot of times I'll eat lunch in the vehicle, so I can sit here and I can watch YouTube videos or whatever. I used to just balance the phone on my knee like this and watch. Now I can pop it on here. But the problem I had was, how do I plug it in? Because the USB port is here. And I'm not a kind of guy that likes to see wires, you know, just dangling around the vehicle. So I decided to take the dashboard apart, rip apart this whole section to get the screen out so I can drill a hole underneath this portion here to drop a USB cord out. So this USB cord I can now take, I can plug it in to the phone right here, and I'm good to go. It also works very well with Android Auto, so I can plug the phone in and then I'll have, you know, Google Maps and Pandora and all that sort of stuff right there on the radio screen. So nice little modification, nice little setup, and it was definitely worth taking the whole thing apart to kind of hide that wire as much as I physically could. The next thing we'll touch on real quick is the marathon that I ran. It was the Yuengling Shamrock Marathon down in Virginia Beach. Amazing time. I think they said like 25,000 people, you know, kind of came down to Virginia Beach to participate in either the 8K, the half marathon, the full marathon. It was a great time, a great after party. I got my medal. I ran the 26 miles in 3 hours and 31 minutes, which was my third fastest marathon out of the 7 that I've done since 2018. I plan on doing more. I'm gonna keep signing up for these things. I'm gonna keep my fitness level up. It's, you know, running, walking, jogging, that sort of thing. You do it at 45 minutes or 30 minutes a day, maybe 3 or 4 days a week. It'll change your life. So if you don't do that sort of thing, you should definitely get involved in it. But that was a great time. It was a lot of fun, but now we're back to work and we want to talk cars. So let's talk about the vehicle that I'm delivering today. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek right now. It's being detailed, and then we'll go through it later once it's completely done and ready to go. Here's what we're also going to do today. We're going to play MacGyver. It was one of my favorite shows when I was growing up as a kid. And we're gonna help somebody that's coming in from Queens, New York today, who saw one of the YouTube videos I made like 2 years ago about straps that help a tailgate not open all the way. So here's the tools that we got to get this done. I got a pair of scissors, I got a lighter, I have 500-pound brake strength paracord. Now what you do on this, or what I've designed, is you make a little noose knot on one end. And with this noose knot, I'm gonna put that over the gas strut that opens the tailgate of a vehicle. When I put that one on one side and I tie a knot on the other side and put it on the other side, this will stop the door from opening too high to where this person cannot reach it to close it. Now, I did this on a Chevy Trax for like 2 or 3 customers here. One of them was just here yesterday, and she loves it. It still works fine. It's held up over 3 years. It's just 2 straps, one on each side. You put them on, you forget about it, and it helps somebody who cannot reach the tailgate close the tailgate. So this woman saw one of my YouTube videos. She tracked me down. She called me up. She's on her way here now. She should be here probably within the next half hour to 40 minutes, and which we're going to just install these on her car and help somebody out. We're here with the Hyundai Kona right now. My customer Gloria is inside. I said, have a cup of coffee, you know, enjoy yourself, sit down, relax while I get this done. You can see what the other dealership did here. The Hyundai store ran an extension cord from this side to that side, so you can kind of pull on this, which is not helpful really at all if you were to pull on this to get the door down. But my little invention here, we put the paracord on here with a noose knot. We run it to this side with another noose knot. Before Gloria was out here, she kind of held this to where she wanted to be able to close it. She doesn't hit her head on it, which is perfect. And now these straps will stop these struts from opening all the way, and it'll do exactly what she needs it to do. I might adjust this one a little bit, just tighten it down, and then that's it. What takes 10 minutes solves a problem and helps somebody out. This is now the highest the door will open. It works out perfect. Gloria can just fit underneath, and she could also reach the handle and the top of the tailgate very easily. As you can see here, it's just one paracord strap that's attached to each side. I do burn the edges a little bit just to make sure that it doesn't get frayed or anything like that. There's also one on this side that goes on there, and you know, it definitely seems to do the trick. It has a 550-pound brake strength, like I mentioned earlier. So, you know, when you close this down and open it up, it works perfect. Let's try it one more time. Look at that, perfect. Gloria, what do you think?
I think it's wonderful.
It works good?
Say, no, I'm giving you 20 bucks for each
No, don't
side.
worry about it.
I'm going to put it in his pocket.
How is it? Can you reach it good?
Sure,
Perfect.
I can reach it good. I mean, I can even relax my knees.
There you
Before, it was up here.
Right.
Awesome.
Good, well, happy to help.
Oh, God bless you.
All right, now that we got that handled, let's go check out this Corvette. The dealership just called. My customer picking this car up is here. He's about 15 minutes early, but no big deal. What I'm gonna do is get him into his car and set him up and all that sort of stuff. He'll see it for the first time. I'm not gonna record any of that, but after the fact, I will, while he's signing his paperwork, I'll try to go over the build real quick with you and the options that he chose for his particular Vette. But for now, let me just get it up front so he can see it. It's obviously been a long wait, and I'm sure he's very excited. The new Corvette owner is on the road. He's heading home. He was very happy and excited to see his build in person. It's one of the things that he said when he was building the car. You know, you're doing it on paper and you see the pictures on the internet, on the website of what it looked like, but you don't really, you don't really know until you actually get in the car and really see it in person. Let me go over his build with you and kind of just go over the details of what it had. Obviously, 2022 Corvette Stingray. It was a 2LT coupe in torch red. It had the natural interior, which he loved. He loved the contrast of the black parts of the interior and the natural leather interior, like the natural parts that are on the dashboard. You had the center stripe on the wheel, like all that sort of stuff. It just looks really nice, and it goes very nice with the red, with the torch red. He also ordered it as a Z51 with magnetic ride control. Magnetic ride control is something that's currently on constraint. At least I believe it's still on constraint, and you can't get it. Now, we ordered this vehicle, or we took the deposit to order this vehicle back in May of 21. So it's been, basically about 10 months for this, for us to get the build in the system, in his order in the list, get the allocation, order the car, have it built, and have it arrive. It's really in perfect time for the weather, for like the spring season and stuff like that here in New Jersey. Now, what he also ordered was the GT2 bucket seats. He did also elect to go with the front lift. This way he has that ability to lift that car 2 inches for going into driveways and things like that. As you can see here, he did go with the carbon flash painted aluminum wheels with the machined edge, and he also went with the yellow painted calipers. So between the black wheels, the yellow calipers, the torch red exterior, and the natural interior, to me this has a very Ferrari-esque kind of look. Like, it has that look, which is really just gorgeous. I mean, the car looks fantastic. He was a little worried about the high wing spoiler when he added that, but going with the body color high wing spoiler I think is a really good idea. You also have the black posts, so you have a little bit of that contrast between the black and the red, which you see repeated all over the vehicle, like all over the car. So it really came together very nice. Now, other than that, he did do the personalized plaque with his VIN number. He did get the battery protection package. He did get the ultra high security chrome lug nuts. So he did order those. That's basically it. That's basically everything that was on that build. Now, the park assist sensors are not functioning right now due to the chip shortage. So there was a $50 credit there with a later retrofit. So when we get the parts for that, we'll have them come back down. We'll install that for him. Basically, the way he built this vehicle, MSRP, $85,210. Basically, what I'm doing now is just putting this Equinox in the back. This Equinox I sold the other day. Customer will be here tomorrow morning to pick it up. I also have a customer tomorrow morning picking up a Chevy Traverse, an LS model. That was sold as an inbound unit. It arrived a couple days ago. We got it all ready to go, and we'll get that delivered tomorrow. And I actually just sold a DRAC car, one of our dealer rental program cars. So I gotta prepare an email with a retail order and deposit slip form and a whole list of all the items we'll need. It's actually this. Yeah, it is. It's actually this Traverse right here. This is an LT cloth. Has 6,000, I'm sorry, actually this one has just over 5,000 miles on it. Again, it was one of our actual dealer loaner cars. So you can still qualify it for leasing, which is what they want to do. Worked out perfect because right now I'm sold out of Traverses. We don't have any new ones. So we have this available and they decided to jump on it. So I'm gonna get that ready, send that email over, do a couple more things, enjoy the rest of the day here until we close at 6 o'clock, and come back tomorrow morning to do it all over again.